Brad Williams, XL Prime. Section 14.2, what are lookup formulas? I've touched on this before. I've introduced you to some lookup formulas. It's old school. There's newer functions out there, newer lookup formulas. This is the beginning. We want to know how to incorporate some of these old school lookup formulas and functions because sometimes they're better. Sometimes they work better than the newer functions, which would be the XLOOKUP and the XMatch. I introduced you to the choose function. How does it work? It returns a specific value from a list of values supplied as arguments. The HLOOKUP, I touched on it. It is the reverse of the VLOOKUP. Horizontal lookup searches for a value in the top row of a table. It returns a value in the same column from a row you specified in the table. The if function, you're well versed on the if function by now, returns one value if a condition you specified is true, or returns another value if the condition is false. The if error, I introduced you to the if error. What does it do? If the first argument returns an error, the second argument is evaluated and returned. If the first argument does not return an error, then it is evaluated and returned. Index returns a value or the reference to a value from within a table or a range. Lookup returns a value from either a one row or a one column range. Match returns the relative position of an item in a range that matches the specified value. Works in conjunction with the index function. Offset returns a reference to a range that is a specified number of rows and columns from a range of cells. VLOOKUP, what does it do? Searches for a value in the first column of a table and returns a value in the same row from a column that you specified in the table. In this section, we'll cover most of these. If not, we'll eventually get to them. Brad Williams, XL Prime, thanks for your time.